B-More's 92Q, home of the AM Clique, is Kels.
Shay Parker here, of course.
And we got some very special guests in the studio this morning.
I love days like this.
Yeah.
I love days like this, too.
Can you tell by her voice? Can you tell?
My birthday twin, Kandi Burns Tucker's here.
My treacherous little
Mason
twin.
Todd
Taurus
is
in
here.
the building.
You feel
What's
me?
going on? Good morning.
And also
Yes.
Mr. Brian Moreland, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
y'all feeling?
Feeling
Great.
good.
Yes,
Feeling
we're so
amazing.
excited to have you guys here for sure. Big things, big things popping with the Wiz. I probably didn't say it right, but my Jamaicans know I love them.
Yeah, because that's not it. At all.
It is not. Okay. What's up, y'all? What's popping? Good morning. Good morning.
No, we're excited because originally the Wiz started off in Baltimore like 1974.
Yes.
And now you guys are bringing it back and they're starting off again right here in Baltimore.
That was on purpose.
Okay.
Good.
You know, yes, we are taking the Wiz on tour before we get to Broadway, and this is the best place to get it started because this is where we started, like you said, back in 1974. So we want that same love, that same energy,
Yeah.
so that we could really kick it off right.
And tickets go on sale today at 11 o'clock for the Baltimore date.
That's absolutely right.
So
Yes.
super excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
And so I've been looking over the cast. I see Deborah Cox. She was
So
starring as
excited
Glenda.
for this. Yes.
Yes,
Right?
Deborah Cox.
Okay, she's
doing
gonna.
He's
Yeah.
doing his homework.
She's gonna
I've
sing
been
them
looking
down.
over the
Deborah
cast.
Cox.
Deborah
Gonna
Cox.
sing you down.
Yeah.
Okay, and Avery Wilson
As
too
a
from
scarecrow.
Avery Wilson
From The
She can
Voice.
sing.
is
Yeah.
going to sing you down.
I love that. So we got some real singers.
And you
on
got
the
some
cast.
native Baltimorean folks in the cast as well. Melody Betts was born right here in
Really?
Baltimore, and she plays Eveline. And
Okay.
on M.
Ooh, that voice.
At the end.
Amazing.
Okay, now we got one big question.
Yeah, because I didn't see this
we
casting
didn't see
for Dorothy.
You gonna play
Kandi,
Dorothy?
are you Dorothy?
No.
Tell us now.
No,
Tell us
I'm
now.
not Dorothy. I'm not Dorothy.
You're not going to tell them now?
Who? What?
Oh, you don't want to tell me you're Dorothy? Okay. No,
Playing. No, I'm not Dorothy. I'm just the producer on the show. Just trying to make sure we get other faces out there and take them to the next level. We actually decided to give a new face the opportunity
Nice.
to shine.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, because, I mean, the thing about it is we do have some heavy hitters in the show, right? But, we need to start establishing some new talent.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like just in the world, period, people just keep using the same people over and over.
It's about the same 30 black actors.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's more than 30 black people, right?
Absolutely. Especially
it's a
talented
chance.
ones, who
Yeah.
can sing, act, and dance. So that's dope because we were thinking, you've done Broadway before. So we were like, was it just too much having to, do all that? Is that why she's not in it this time?
Well, no, that's not it. I mean, I'm sorry. I done started choking for no reason. Excuse me. No, that's not it. You're right. I have done Broadway. I did, I was Chicago
Yeah,
on
Mama
Broadway.
Morton.
I was Mama Morton. And it is a lot of work. You got to do 8 shows a week. Whew. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But, I mean, for the love of Broadway, yes, I would do it again. But for this show, I wanted to focus more on being behind the scenes. I'm still learning as a producer. This is my 3rd show that I'm a part of that I'm taking to Broadway. Todd second. My boy Brian Moreland, he's like my mentor. I keep saying that. He was like, I'm not your mentor. But he
I do
is.
say that.
He is. He's helping me through this process.
Yeah.
So I want to know the behind the scenes just as much as I know being on stage or being in front. So it's not really about me. It's about us making sure that this show is great for everybody. You know?
Because we're trying to get you that EGOT.
I'm
You
trying to
feel
get
me?
it too. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
coming. It's coming.
We were Tony nominated
Yeah.
on our last show.
Okay. Piano lesson?
Tony nominated. Todd was just saying this morning. He's like,
Hey.
well, I know this is you and Brian's like 3rd show, but my 1st show got me a Tony nomination. That's what he
I
said.
came out the gate. That's just what I do. I just
I
put the
can't.
extra sauce on it.
Okay.
Some extra razzle dazzle.
But this is our
Okay.
second time being in Baltimore. The first show that Kenny and I did was Thoughts of a Colored Man, and we started that right here in Baltimore at Baltimore Center Stage.
Okay.
Nice.
And so Baltimore has been really, really good to us, and so we're thrilled to do it again with The Wiz.
And super
Yes.
excited.
And we actually added a show, a date for Baltimore. we actually going to
24th.
do 9 days here.
Yeah.
9 days.
So the thing about it is we just felt like this is just, it's always good energy. People show love here. Whether it's even with my own group, Escape, when we come through here, it's always love and it's just a great place to perform. And so I just, we felt like it's a good place.
Listen, you got 9 days. Get your tickets now.
Yep.
We will definitely be in the building for sure.
Yes.
Now, how is the play, that you all are doing different than the one that came out in 1974
Like the original.
or any of the other movies? Are there differences?
Because Wiz is, the big deal.
Yeah.
to
Oh,
our
it's a
community.
huge deal. That's
a
why we
huge
brought in
deal.
some huge people. Well, for
Yeah.
choreography, let's start off with.
Uh-huh.
Y'all had Beyonce out here last night, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Hold on
y'all.
a single lady.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Our choreographer, Jaquel, he was the creator of the routine. Well,
Oh, wow. Okay.
For Beyonce's Single Ladies.
That's
and
right.
did her
Coachella, Homecoming Coachella.
Yeah.
That was his.
Woo.
So we
yeah.
we brought him in to choreograph this show.
Okay.
We had
Fire.
our obviously the set, the design,
Ooh. Y'all Black Panther fans?
Of course.
The
Yes.
first woman to wear
Wakanda
Wakanda Forever. Hannah Bleaker is designing the set for The Wiz. She's making her Broadway debut. So if y'all like that set that you saw on Wakanda, come see The Wiz.
So
Well, we'll
happy
be
it
there.
is, yeah.
So we brought in, we tried to set ourselves up for success, right? We make sure we got the right people on stage and the right people behind the scenes to try to make this the best show possible. We want to represent for us in the best way.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Kandi, I know on the Housewives show you had a play before. You said it didn't do as well. What do you think compared to that one to this one?
Okay, so the first Broadway show that I did, and that's you got to see Brian Moreland.
Yeah, it was on there, yeah.
on Real Housewives with me. We were doing Thoughts of a Colored Man, which we were one of the first shows to come back to Broadway when Broadway opened up. I don't know if y'all know during the pandemic, Broadway shut down for the first time ever, and so we was one of the first shows to bring it back. And there were a lot of rules because of the situation. And unfortunately, we had to shut down because of those rules.
COVID took us out.
Yeah, COVID took us out.
That's what happened.
People hate to say the word
took
COVID,
it-
but COVID took us out just simply because, when you have too many people catch COVID at the same time in a cast, you have to do a mandatory shutdown for so many period of time, and that can bankrupt the show. People don't understand how much money it costs to keep a show going on Broadway,
Okay.
So that show was amazing. Like, people loved it, and we got so many great reviews, and it really hurt my heart. You seen on the show that we had to close. But, I wasn't going to let that stop my dreams of being a Broadway producer. So when the opportunity came back around for us to do the piano lesson with, we had an amazing cast on that. We had Samuel Jackson. We had Daniel Brooks.
John David Washington and
Yes.
Trey Byers.
Yeah.
And Michael Potts.
And that time we killed the game. We were the highest grossing.
the highest grossing revival of the season.
Nice.
Yes.
I love that for y'all. Black
Yes,
people.
yes. And,
Yes.
and when you say, I want everybody to know that they're all welcome to see this show, and this show is for everybody. But it is important for us to celebrate Black talent in front of and behind the scenes, because on Broadway a lot of people don't get that opportunity. So that's why I always say it's especially important to go out and support these shows, because Black shows do not get the same funding as other shows.
Yeah.
And so if we don't come out and support our shows, they can't continue and be great.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's not just for us, that's for everybody. So whenever you see a great show that's coming to Broadway featuring, African Americans, you always want to go out and support them because, it's important.
Yeah.
Because we always say, oh, why that show didn't get to stay? Well,
'Cause
if we
y'all
don't
ain't
support
support
it,
it.
it's not going to stay. Now, with that being said, our last show, the piano lesson, 70% of the people who came to see us in Broadway were first-time
First-time ticket buyers.
Wow.
First-time ticket buyers.
So-
First-time people to Broadway.
Yeah, that was major
Oh,
support.
yeah.
So we hope and pray that we get the same support
With this one.
I mean, we want you to come see the show when it's here, and you come and see your city. We have 13
Right.
cities that we start going to.
We got 13 cities. You can see it in this city. You can drive on over and see it in
DC.
Washington, D.C.
Uh-huh.
You can
Yeah.
drive on over and see it in Cleveland. You can drive on down and see it in Atlanta. Come on back up and see it in Chicago. Take the journey with us, see it in
Okay.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Hop on over to Tempe, Arizona. Then you can come on over to San Francisco, drive on down the coast, and then drop into San Diego, and then come with us to Los Angeles.
Yes.
And then come on back to New York City and see them Broadway.
Okay. Right, because we are going to change it up a little bit when it comes to Broadway. So you're still going to want to see it more than once. But it's one of those shows because I always tell people, like, Broadway, it's going to be, you can see the show 3 different times in your own city. And it's going to feel different every time because it's live theater. These people they're going to do a couple of different runs every night.
Right.
Yeah. They're going to do a couple extra little steps. They're going to do a couple, the acting, everything is going to feel different because they have to make the audience feel it every time like it's the first time. And so that's the cool thing about live performance, theater compared to just watching something on TV.
Yeah.
And
it'll be here at the Hippodrome September 23rd through the 30th and the 24th now with the 9th show. So got lots of time to get your tickets at WizMusical.com.
Yes.
I'm excited about it.
Okay, set ours to the side. Okay, you feel me?
Before you go, Kand, have a question for you. Do you have your favorite one-liner that you say?
My
From
favorite
Real Housewives? Yes.
Oh my gosh, my favorite.
I have
What you
mine.
got to say?
Yeah.
She got a lot of. She never miss a beat or a bag.
Okay.
He said I never miss a beat or a bag. Well, that's true. I mean, the funny thing is, I think I naturally say, "Who said that?" all the time. So it's like, my friends be like, "You really be saying that for real?" Like I'm like, but it just I'm not trying to say that. It just comes out.
Right.
But I another one that I think is funny, and it was like when I first go net, bring it on down.
Yes.
I'll be trying to be. I'll be trying to be calm.
That's the redhead candy. That's the redhead version. That's the red candy. That's the red candy.
He said the redhead candy. I had almost dyed my hair red just for the last reunion. I did.
The one recently?
Did.
Just
the reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, because everybody be like, we need redhead candy. I was like, I'm going to give them redhead candy. But then I thought about it. I gave you redhead candy without the red hair.
Okay. I love that.
So
Now, we send that our edge. I see.
Mine is I'm embedded in your motherfucking brain.
Oh, yes. I'm embedded in your, yes. Well, we can't say that. But I'm embedded in your brain is definitely one for the books.
Oh, I got another one. We see each other.
Oh, yes, we see each other.
I see you. You see me. Now, we are waiting for the reunion. All right. How did you feel about this season? Everything coming to a close now.
Ooh, Lord.
Compared to the others, I should say.
Every season is different. This is my 14th, right?
Yeah.
I felt like this season, people kept coming at me left and right with the mess, and I just kind of feel like it was taking me in a place where I don't really like to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To the redhead candy?
Yeah, it was trying to take me to the redhead candy. But overall, even in the reunion, they was coming at me. And even on times, it wasn't even supposed to be your time to talk about me, and we arguing.
No, why am I in it?
Now, why am I in
We
it?
arguing right now. They ain't even brought me up yet. Yeah, so I just kind of felt like this was definitely a year that I wasn't too pleased with how it was. But you ain't never pleased when the heat is on you.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So I mean, it's like, what can you say? What can you do?
Does it really matter, like, the seating for the reunion, like who has the most power and all that?
It really don't. Everybody be like, oh, this person is next to Andy. This other, and then like I see people be like, oh, Kandi is at the end. I've been at the end multiple times, and that's where I like it. Because typically, if you're right next to Andy, that means you're gonna get the most BS. But I'm not gonna lie to you though. I felt like this reunion, I was at the end, but I felt like I got all kind of BS.
Well, at least you was close enough to walk out if you needed to.
But see, that's the thing about me. I don't really walk out too tough. Like, I'm going to stand on whatever I said. I'm going to stand on it. And if you got something to say, bring it.
Yeah.
Let's go. You know what I mean? And I'm open to, if you got to say something that I don't like, it is what it is. I'm going to stand on mine.
Yeah, are you looking forward to next season, or are you kind of like, I'm fatigued?
Will there be next season? Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what they want to do for next season. I mean, I know everybody has their thoughts of who should be the cast, who should be this, who
Yeah.
should be that. I mean, I have no clue. And every year, you never know what they're gonna do. Look how they with New York, they revamped the whole cast.
Sure, yeah.
They sure did.
So it's just kind of like you don't really know what the plans are. And with that being said, I am producing
Just
The
like,
Wiz on
How you
Broadway.
Broadway ain't doing,
Right. I was like, how does that even?
I am,
The Shy.
developing. Yeah, the Shy. I'm not
just
supposed. The that just came on,
Yeah, the
but
first episode. Oh, you can't talk,
I
right?
can't really talk about that
Exactly,
because
okay.
we're in a strike.
Uh-huh,
Unfortunately,
forgot.
you know,
Okay,
love
yeah.
them though.
Yeah.
I love them. Y'all
Forgot, yep.
I
Yes,
love them.
definitely supporting the strike
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
did, yeah. And even with that being said, my husband and I are producing films as well, and hopefully the strike will be over soon, so we can talk about.
So you guys
those
can't even work.
projects.
Can you guys work on it now, or
Certain things we can do all our preliminary stuff that
Okay.
we got coming, but certain things that we have coming we can't talk about.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of that
Yeah.
kind of sucks because you
Takes
want to
the wind
talk
out of
about.
it.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I feel like our true supporters and the people who really got love for us is gonna keep looking out and stay tuned for things that we have coming. And I'm just gonna hope and pray that everything goes right. But musically, I'm gonna drop another song. It's for you. I'm gonna drop that song, and then
solo project, or
it's a solo
Okay.
song. I mean, I'm still with my girls Escape, but
Okay.
we all have things that
Yeah.
we do outside the group.
You know what's
But-
stuck in my head? Body.
Hey, yeah. But then I have a girl group called Siren that I'm developing right now.
Nice.
I'm super excited about them. They're
Kandi,
young
keep a
girls,
bag.
and they can sing.
Okay.
keep a
They
bag.
can
She
sing,
never
sing.
missed a beat or a bag.
Never. Well, since you're developing, a girl group now, how is that experience coming from a girl group and now sort of having to facilitate
child.
those relationships?
Oh, well, shout out to Nick Cannon. Me and Nick Cannon are doing this group together.
Nice.
We decided
Okay.
that we wanted to come together to do a project. And
That's the
this-
3 girls, right?
It's 3 girls.
Yeah, I saw the picture, yeah.
There's Siren, PSIRYN. Siren Music on Instagram if you want to look them up. But anyway, Nick Cannon and I decided we wanted to come together on a project. So we decided this is what we're doing.
Nice.
We really love the girls, but as you said, when you're working with a girl group, it's like we just getting started and we be having things. I have to be like, look now.
Y'all don't even got no skin in the game.
Like, we just getting started. And what is this?
Yeah.
Todd said we need to, follow this journey because people, they want to see the behind the scenes of how things come together. So I don't know. We might have to.
And
do
we
that.
don't have any real super duper popping, girl groups like we did back in the day when it was Escape and
Yeah.
SWV and TLC and Destiny's Child.
That's exactly right. And that's all the reason why we felt it was important to get behind a girl group right now
Yeah.
because, it's not that many. It's only 1 or 2 really. And one that I like, shout out to Flo. I like them. They're overseas.
Okay.
But they're starting to buzz here in the States. And I like them, but it's not a lot of girl groups that's doing their thing. I was like, ooh, maybe I should put together like a little tour of girl groups and let them do their thing.
So are we ever going to get Escape back on the TV screen or is it really dead? It's a dead fish in the water. How's the relationship in the group?
Because Tamika Scott, Tiny, and I, we still been killing them shows.
Okay.
Been torn, okay.
Yeah,
I
you
got-
have.
We've been killing
and been
them
looking
shows.
good.
Thank you.
What award show did you all recently do? Was it the Stellar Awards? Or was
Black
it?
Music-
you talking
the Black
about?
Music Awards? Was
I
it that one?
forget which one.
No,
It
you-
just came on the same night as the fight the other weekend.
No, that wasn't us. So don't do
Oh.
that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That wasn't us.
Where
But
did
shout
I
out
see
to
it?
them.
But I feel like y'all had
no,
on
you're
black.
talking about back when we had did the Lady of the South Soul Train Awards, and we had
Soul
on
Train.
Okay,
Mold
okay.
on, and we did all that. Yeah, that was big. But unfortunately, all 4 members, we're not doing shows as all 4 members
Yeah.
Gotcha.
anymore. But we still holding it down and killing it with the 3. As far as doing any more film and TV, that may be possibly in our future. But that's always drama, child.
Yeah, very much so.
It
I ain't know we was gonna make it.
it. Stressful.
So you're
But
doing. I'm
it's-
sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's crazy how we could get on stage and sing together like nothing even's going, is even going
Professionalism,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then behind the scenes it'd be so much.
Hell.
And I think also too, like you and Tiny being in the middle of, sisters who are not getting along probably a tough, situation. Maybe not for you, because like when you on the side, you on your side and you stay on that side.
Well, yeah.
But
it was tough. It was tough though this last time around.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
But what were you about to say? I didn't want to cut you off.
I forgot.
Yeah, he's like running the show at the same time.
So you got the Broadway going, you got the TV show, the other show we can't talk because of the strike and everything. Plus you're doing your podcast. That's a lot.
Kandi-Coated
And being the
Nights.
wife and the mom. That's a lot.
We got the Kandi-Coated Live podcast that we do on AMP, and that is very spicy. Okay. I know some people be like, "Oh, why y'all say that? Why?" I'm like,
Be
if
clutching
you
their
feel that
pearls.
way, that's not for you. It's,
Right.
It's not the show for you to listen to. It's only for the spicy people.
If you're boring and snoring,
it's not for
just
you.
skip. Don't press play.
Yes.
That's what I love about podcasts, though, because you can really find your niche audience. So it's really like, if you don't like it, you don't have to press play.
Yeah, it's really for the bedroom candy vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's fun. Speaking of, on Housewives last night, they showed my peach party. It was lit. Everybody gets you a new bedroom candy peach. So everybody want to hold the peach.
Okay, everybody want a peach.
It's the best peach to have. Let me just tell you that.
I love that.
And you also do speak on it.
I do speak on it every week. We drop a speak on it, especially during this season of the show. And it's really to let everybody say their true feelings about what happens during the show or whatever their parts of their lives. Because, we're going to do more speak on it's about people who are not necessarily on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay.
Because those do well, too. So, but I love speak on it because people learn stuff that they didn't get to see.
Yeah.
And
Get behind the scenes kind of look.
it's like, a true look into the person's life, and we don't, stop them from saying whatever they want to say. They get to say whatever they want to say, and we, make it for the people. Like, this thing that I've been doing lately, though, I've been trying to, I said, this is my year, because everybody been on me about, oh, she got 10 million followers. Everybody made it like trying to weaponize that against me, that I have good support or whatever. But I just say, you know what? I'm going to support the people that's been supporting me. So, like, I've been doing stuff like continue on for the rest of the year. I'm going to do stuff. Shout out to Susan Frazier here in Baltimore.
she's a designer, right?
No,
designer?
she lives in Baltimore. I don't know if she's a designer or not, but she chimed in on my Amazon Live and said she had already had her tickets to the Wiz. So I wanted to shout her out and show her love, because I want to make sure that we bring her backstage to meet the cast and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I said every month I'm gonna be doing stuff for people who are following me, showing love to me. I gave some of my followers tickets to the Beyonce concert that's coming up in Atlanta. But just on all my platforms, because I do. You're right. I have a lot of different platforms, and on each one, I'm just gonna randomly pick people to do stuff for. Now I've been showing love to other bloggers and followers who want to co-host with me on Speak On It.
Okay.
Now we're picking people.
We're
who wanna
available.
do
You
that.
need us. We
Just
come down
let
to
us
the
When
end.
you in the A, you want to come sit down and speak on it, let me know.
Okay. Oh yes. And
Do
when
it.
you guys are in DC, we got to talk about you coming to Diva Unfiltered. We have a podcast, so get unfiltered with you. It's me and Dominique the Diva, who is she has her own show now here, but she was on Quicksilver's show.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
I love that.
I just be trying to, show genuine love to everybody, because it's not always, people always be like, oh, it'd be some people who have big followers to be like, well, I can't do that with them, because, I'm like, nah, like, everybody, let's rock. I'm gonna use my platform to, help you do your thing,
Right.
and your support is meaningful to me. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful for that, and I'm gonna be continuing throughout the rest of the year doing random love to
Actually give back.
everybody.
I love that. Now, this is our last question for you, because I know we have to wrap up. And I got to ask this because I really genuinely want to know what you think about this. Because you're always a person, especially when you do interview. I feel like Kandi always takes the high road. So when she like does a little jab, everybody's surprised.
But then people be mad at me when I say something that is like, that
And a lot
they
of
don't
times
look
it be
at
true.
as being, they don't look at as being nice. Then it's like, oh, you're so above that. Why are you doing that? But it's like, you want me to just sit there and let these people keep coming at me crazy all the time. As soon as I say something, it's like, Kandi's terrible.
Yeah,
Like, okay,
and
but go ahead.
you always give people their flowers, and so
I try.
you have always giving Nene her flowers as the OG and being like a figure.
Like you
I
said
gotta
last
ask
night.
you what you think about this, because when she did her interview, it was not the same tone. It was Kandi's born. She was
It's not
never the star, and
exciting.
I'm just like,
But then she put
Is that
me
the
in her
gimmick
lineup. I think this is so crazy. So I didn't see the part 2 of that interview. I did see the part 1, but in the part 2, apparently people say that she went in on me saying that I'm boring.
Not exciting.
She said that somebody said she said I didn't deserve the money that I get.
I didn't see that
don't know.
part.
no, I didn't hear that
see
part.
it.
I saw who said not exciting, and you're not to start the show as you want to be and everything.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to
like,
say, that's because I'm rich, bitch.
That's what you wanted me to say. Well, I mean,
Very rich. Very rich.
Okay. I'm just like, regardless of what she or anybody thinks about me, I'm just gonna say it. I'm winning.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm winning.
That's our
I've been doing
hashtag.
this.
No, but that's our hashtag. We talk about that all the time. That's our hashtag. Hashtag win.
I'm
Hashtag win.
I go hard to go home for everything
Still
that I'm a
win.
part of, every project that I'm a part of. Whether if you say I'm boring or I'm not this, I'm not that. I've been continuing to win at things before she ever even thought about being on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My
Well-
group was winning. I was in 12th grade with a #1 hit record that I'm.
She bought a house at 19.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was the first woman to ever win Songwriter of the Year. ASCAP. You know what I'm saying? I was the first woman to ever win Masked Singer. For everybody who want to say I can't sing. I mean, you know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I am the longest running housewife on any franchise.
I was waiting for you to say it.
14 seasons straight. So wherever you feel about me, what people need to understand when it comes to reality TV, one person cannot make a show. So a lot of people get mad because we have had so many special spinoffs and stuff like that. But it's because I'm by myself an ensemble cast. By myself. You see my family, whether it be my mama, who's a star, my husband, that stuff going on, my kids.
The aunties.
Whether it be my aunts, the whether it be the restaurant, everybody that's on, work for me in the restaurant, the Kandi Kodak clique, Don Juan,
Yeah.
Carmen. It's like they are stars around. Like I come with people who are ready to participate in my life and let it be seen by the world. So it doesn't matter if you don't just like me, it's everything that comes with me.
That makes it a thing.
Yeah, and I'm okay with everybody in my team shining.
Yes.
Now, some certain people want to shine by themselves.
Yeah.
And that is the problem when they think they're outshining everyone else, and then when you go outside of them, everyone else, and you see you ain't shining as bright. That be the problem, and that's all I got to say about that. I think people need to understand that when it comes to reality TV, even though one person on the show may be your fave or whatever, but that person can't do it by themselves.
Yeah.
Like I said, the cast is ensemble.
Yeah,
It's an ensemble.
And you got the luxury to be
situation.
born, for real.
Yeah.
Okay, some people don't have that
all
luxury.
stuff, like, I don't care nothing about that OG stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I do not care. I'm very clear. I did not come out on season 1. I came in on season 2.
Right.
But I show respect to all the OGs. That what they did in season 1 was amazing. But at the end of the day, I have outlasted any OG on any Housewives cast.
That's that
And
Taurus
that's that
energy.
on that.
Go see the Wiz. It's here.
Go see The Wiz.
23rd,
Okay.
24th.
Through the 30th. Yes, make sure you get your tickets. Kels, you want to give them the website again?
Yes, you can log on WizMusical.com. Tickets go on sale today at 11 a.m. So get them.
Yes, thank you so much, Kandi, Todd, Brian. We appreciate
All right.
you. We can't wait to see you
Thank
back
Thank you.
in Baltimore and in DC, and hopefully we can do our little podcast thing. We gotta talk about it.
Let's do it, girl.
Yes, thank you.
Get your tickets.
Come on, ease on down the road.
Ease on down the road.